Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 10 of the Chill Power Challenge. So this morning, we're going to be working on a morning gratitude flow. So go ahead and step to the front edge of your mat and just bring your toes together to touch and just rock a little bit from your toes to your heels. So you're just taking a moment to ground yourself through the four corners of your feet, rocking forward into your toes and back into your heels, but being mindful that you're not rolling out to the pinky toes and not rolling out to the big toes, but you're trying to center a line from the middle toe to the center of your heel. And then go ahead and let that rocking slow down into stillness and just stand tall and open in mountain pose. We've been talking all week about posture and keeping the heart open and lifted. So let's just be mindful of that. And then sweep your arms all the way out and up. Take a deep breath in, let your palms touch over your head. And then as you exhale, draw your hands back through to heart center. And do that 2 more times. So the deep breaths in, I'll bring the energy in for the new day. And exhaling, bringing that positive energy in and back to your heart center. One more time, take a deep breath in, reaching all the way out and up. And then exhale, drawing your hands in and back to your heart center. Go ahead and set your intention for your practice. Choose a word that reinforces how you want to feel today, tomorrow, for Thanksgiving. Gratitude is a perfect word as an intention. Take a few breaths there. And on your next breath in, go ahead and sweep all the way back out and up again. You're going to interlace your fingers out in front of you. Bend your knees, push the heels of your hands away, and drop your chin to your chest. Inhale as you come to wings to expansion. So you're going to open up the chest, reaching back with the thumbs. And then interlacing the fingers, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, push away. So we're inhaling and opening the heart, and exhaling, tucking the tailbone and rounding the spine. Do that one more time. Inhale to open the heart, and exhale to interlace the fingers, tuck the tailbone and round the spine. Come all the way up to standing, reaching your arms out over your head. You'll grab onto your left wrist with your right hand and take it to the side to laterally flex the spine and open up the side waist. Inhale to come to center. Exhale to switch, re-grip, grabbing onto the right wrist with the left hand, and laterally flex the spine. Inhale to come up. Exhale, re-grip, and take it over. And so you're just moving the spine nice and slow. Be aware of your feet. Ground down through your feet. And go ahead and release the hands down by your side. So stand up even taller, pressing through the four corners of both feet, relaxing your arms. Take a deep breath in, let your palms touch over your head, and then exhale, hands back to heart center. So if you're just joining, reset or set your intention. Again, gratitude is a perfect one to choose for today. Go ahead and take another deep breath in. We're going to repeat one more time. Exhale, hands down by your side, stand tall in mountain pose. Good. Wings to expansion and flexion of the spine. Interlace your fingers out in front of you. Bend your knees. We're going to move a little faster. Tuck the tailbone, round the spine. Inhale, wings to expansion. Open the heart. Reach as far back behind you as you can. Interlace, tuck the tailbone, push away. Squeeze the elbows tight. Inhale to open the heart. Reach back and stretch the front of the chest. One more time. Press away. Tuck the tailbone. So this is just a really easy way to start by opening the spine in the morning. Hands down by your side, mountain pose. Align your ears, shoulders, hips, and heels. Inhale, reach over your head. You're going to grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Stretch over to the side. Maybe you can go a little bit further on the second round. Inhale, up. Exhale, re-grip. Take it to the other side. Good. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, re-grip. Pull up and stretch over. It feels so good. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Come all the way back to center, and then take a big dive out of it into your forward fold, and we'll move through some variation of sun salutation. So you're going to come halfway up, slide your hands to your shins, pull the belly in, and really open the heart forward as you slide your shoulders back. Exhale. Exhale, round your spine, fold in half, and take a big lunge back with your right foot. We're going to come up to a high lunge today, so you're going to take a couple sun breaths here. So in a high lunge, you want your front thigh parallel to the ground as best as possible. Take 3 sun breaths. Your palms are going to touch over your head, and then your hands draw back to heart center. And do that again. Deep breath in, reaching all the way up and back, and then hands through to heart center. You're going to do that one more time. The deepest breath that you can. Pull in through your nose, and then hands down on either side of your front foot. We're stepping to plank. So right into the top of a push-up. Align your elbows, wrists, and shoulders. Open your heart. Pull your shoulders back. You can either bend your knees or come down with straight legs. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your tailbone, and we're coming into locust. So you're lifting all the way up, pulling your shoulders back, and lengthening up from the crown of your head to your toes. Strengthening the back of the body, but opening the front of the body and the heart. Release down, curl your toes, come up with a straight leg or a bent knee push-up, and hinge it to downward facing dog. And let's take 3 breaths in downward dog. Press through the pads of the fingers. Spread out so there's lots of space between your fingers. Take your right leg and lift it straight up to the ceiling. Take an inhale. And step your right foot up and through your hands. Now open your heart again, pull your shoulders back, and step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Halfway lift, take an inhale. Exhale, fold in half, rounding your spine, let your neck go. Come up to standing, take an inhale, and then we're going to do a variation of a standing camel. So your hands are right at your sacrum, low back. You're going to lean back a little bit, open the heart and the chest. Take one more breath here, and then release to mountain pose, hands down by your side, feet grounded evenly. Let's begin again on the other side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, big dive out, folding yourself in half. Look forward, halfway lift, open your heart, pull your shoulders back, and then fold in half, take a big lunge back with your left foot. So pull your shoulders back from your ears, lift and open your heart, and step to plank. And even in your plank, think of opening of the chest. And then bend your elbows, lower to the mat. You can come halfway down for your half push-up if you want to. Come into your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And then downward facing dog. Press through your palms, lift through your tailbone, and sink and drop your heels. Take your left leg and reach it straight up to the sky. Inhale. And step your left foot up and through your hands. We're going to come up for a high lunge and take 3 breaths. So reach out and up. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Good, do that again. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale, hands through to heart center. One more time. Deep breath in, reaching out and up. And then hands down on either side of your front foot. Step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Line up your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in half. Relax the tension from your neck, head hanging heavy. Come up to standing with an inhale, reaching all the way out and up. And then hands at your sacrum, low back, back bend. So opening up the chest and leaning back, standing camel. Interlace the fingers out in front of you, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone around your spine. Inhale, wings to expansion, open up your heart. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine, push away, so squeeze the elbows straight. One more time, inhale, wings to expansion, open up the heart, and then hands down by your side, mountain pose. Inhale, reaching all the way out and up. Exhale, move the body slowly, one breath at a time, building energy as we go. Each pose, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Lunge back with your right foot. Open up your heart. Inhale, high lunge for 3 breaths. So we're going to do one more set through each side. Reaching out and up with your breath. Exhale, one more time, reaching out and up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hands on either side of your front foot. Step to plank. Mindful that your heart is open and your shoulders are back. Either half push up or all the way to your belly. Come to the tops of your feet for your back bend, cobra, or upward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Downward facing dog as you push back. Take your right leg up to the sky, inhale. Step your right foot up and through your hands as you exhale. Good, step your back foot up to meet your front foot and just take a moment to line up your toes. Inhale, halfway lift, take a huge breath in. Exhale, forward fold around your spine. One more time through, inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, that standing camel, hands at the sacrum, low back. Lean back and open your heart. Good, feel the chest open. And then interlace the fingers out in front of you. Last time through, exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine. Inhale, open the heart. Thumbs reach back, collarbone lifts. Good, exhale, tuck in, round the spine. Inhale, open the heart, reach back with the thumbs, and then hands down by your side, mountain pose. Good. Huge breath in, reach for the sky. Exhale, big dive out, fold in half. Look forward, halfway lift, huge breath in again. And then fold in half, big lunge back with your left foot. Open your heart, pull your shoulders back, and then high lunge. Inhale, let your palms touch over your head. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Do it again, deep breath in, reaching up and back. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Do that one more time. Deep breath in, reaching up and back. And then hands down on either side of your front foot. Stepping through to plank. Mindful that your chest is open and your shoulders are back. Either half push up or all the way to your belly. Come to your back bend with a huge breath in and a big smile. And then downward facing dog. Exhale, push back. And then left leg to the sky. Inhale. Step your left foot up between your hands. Help it if it needs. Follow through with your back foot. Line up your toes. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Now go ahead and scoot your feet wide to the outside of your mat. Turn your toes slightly out and your heels in, and bend your knees and drop your tailbone down between your knees. And then bring your hands to heart center. This is a great hip opener. So you can rock a little bit from side to side. And then go ahead and bring your fingertips and your forehead to touch. The space right between your eyebrows. And take 3 deep breaths here, opening up the hips. And centering yourself by allowing the fingertips and forehead to lightly meet. Take 1 more deep breath in. And all the way out. Let your fingertips touch the floor. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. Toe heel your feet together. And then step your knees back to child's pose. So right knee back, left knee back. Again, forehead touches the mat. And for today, you're going to bring your hands back towards your feet. So your thumbs are draped right over your arches. And you can really drop and relax your shoulders. And just stay there for 3 breaths. In and out through your nose. Take a couple more breaths there. Gratitude turns negative energy into positive energy. There is no situation or circumstance so small or large that is not susceptible to the power of gratitude. When we start our day grateful and aware of what's right in our lives, everything else just falls into place when you use that power of gratitude. Go ahead and come all the way up to sitting. Cross your legs. Bring your hands together in prayer and recenter your intention for gratitude. You can gently draw your chin to your chest. Lift your heart up to meet your hands. So sit up a little taller, relaxing your eyes closed and releasing any tension from your jaw or from between your eyebrows. And so you're just taking a moment to center and ground yourself in gratitude before you begin your day. or two more breaths here. Remembering that the practice of yoga doesn't change anything that goes on around us. Stuff's still gonna happen. That's probably gonna make you uptight or tense. But what matters is how we react and how we respond. And sometimes just taking those 3 breaths can make a huge difference in how we react. So let's take 3 more breaths together before we finish our practice. Inhale, reaching out and up. Look over your head. Watch your palms touch to center yourself and guide your hands back through to heart center. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale through to heart center. And 1 more time. Inhale, reaching all the way out and up. Watch your palms touch, and then bring your hands through to heart center.